Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're looking at the Graveborn team. We're going to go ahead and do our summons, do our campaign push. Let's go ahead and look at our Graveborn cards. So we did get 18 from the last event, which was the Valentine's Day event. As you can see, we got a ton of fodder there, so super excited about that. Let's go ahead and use our Elite Soul Stones, which a copy of Ferael. Oh, very, very nice. Very cool. That should be enough copies to get him to Ascended. So awesome pull on that one. Get 2 more fodder there. We do have quite a few faction scrolls as well as diamonds, so we can go ahead and do some ascends here. And there is our copy of Ferael. That should be the only one we need. We are going to need enough fodder to get another Legendary Plus, so we'll be able to actually get him up to the Ascended level, which will be super exciting. So let's go ahead and do our summons here. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the faction summons first, which we have 50 faction scrolls. Let's check this out really quick. So I think we're going to stick with the same team. Thorin, Ferael, we want to get up. Nara, Isabella, we want to get up. Could swap out Izol with Grezzold because Izol's one that we're not going to focus on right now. But we'll go ahead and do our summons. Hopefully we can pull some good Graveborn heroes here, which unfortunately first pull just a couple random fodder there. Some more fodder, which is good. We still do need fodder. We're hoping for a couple elites here, which there is our first one. Pull a copy of Isolde. So nice. Very nice copy of Isolde. And a bunch more blue fodder, but again, that we are going to need a ton of fodder to get some heroes up here. And our second elite, which is a copy of Isolde. Okay. I guess someone's telling us that we need Isolde, and we do have a card on the table, which is good. So we'll get into our regular summons. We got 20 scrolls and then a bunch of diamonds to use. And that's a lot of fodder on that pull. I don't see much Graveborn, but a lot of fodder nonetheless. We have another elite here who is copy of Rose. Okay, that's pretty cool. We will use her on the Lightbearer account when we're doing the faction pushes. Let's continue. It looks like we got another copy of Naru there. So we'll continue with the diamond summons. Hopefully we have enough room to go ahead and pull the rest of these, which quite a few more fodder there, which is good. Getting a lot of blue. A lot of blue. Unfortunately, don't like it. Want to see 1 or 2 more elites, which there we have 1 more. Just copy of Rose. All right, so double copies of Rose, double copies of Isolde. Hopefully we can pull another hero from the wish list. Would be definitely good to see. And we do have a companion summons when we're done with this one. Looks like it's just going to be single pulls this time, which there's 1 more pull. Copy of Gorvo. Okay. So we do have 2 cards on the table now. So we'll get Naru up. We'll get a copy of Rose up. We'll get Gorvo up. All right, so let's go ahead and check out. We do have 1 more summon here and then 1 companion summon, which again, just a lot of blue rare cards, but we did get a ton of emblems out of there, which is good. Let's see if we can do a good pull here. Oh, last companion pull I pulled was a triple pull, so it was pretty good. All right, so let's see if we can get some cards here that we can use. Copy of Isabella, very nice. We'll definitely use her. And our second and final Graveborn is copy of Thorin. So he is a hero that we are going to use. We're actually he's going to be one of the focus heroes that we're going to be getting up. So let's go ahead and pull both of our, which we got another change faction gear card. I haven't had any luck with those yet. Every single one I've used, I have not gotten the faction that I wanted. So I am 0 for, I believe, 6 or 8 or 10 or how many ever I've used so far. Haven't changed any of the faction. But here we do get a couple more heroes up. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Graveborn build. Let's see what we can do here. So Ferael is a hero we know we're going to do. Thorin and Nara we want to. I know we've used Baden as food, and we do have quite a few copies of Isolde. Might have to use him. Naru, we have a couple copies, and look at the Thorin copies. So we have enough copies to actually get him to Ascended. We have enough copies. We have the double elite to get Ferael to Ascended. Another copy of Grezzold, which At this point, I've started using some of the copies to start adding stars to heroes, just because I don't want the copies sitting there when we have fodder for other heroes. So I'm thinking at this point, we're going to go ahead and get Ferael up, just because we know with his signature item as high as it is, getting him up to ascended level is going to make a really, really big difference in the campaign with the push. So I believe we're going to go ahead and use Nara. So we'll go ahead and we'll use Naru with, thinking with Baden, since we can buy Baden from the shop. Right now we haven't been using them. A hero that I've used before, so I think at this point we're not going to get him up, so that will give us a legendary plus Naru, which we'll use. Actually, Ferael will go ahead and eat that copy, which I don't see it. A couple times I've done ascensions. I've actually ascended a hero, as you see right here. I just ascended Naru, and he is actually not here. So it doesn't show up. I think it's a bug. So let me go ahead and restart everything, and I will go ahead and see if we can pull up another copy. All right, so we restarted. There he showed up. Not sure what's going on with the bug or why he completely disappeared, but that will take Ferael to Mythic Plus. So at Mythic Plus, we do have the double copies to get him up to Ascended. So that'll be very, very powerful. Probably don't have enough to get him high enough level-wise to get him to 220. But I hit the little Facebook button. That way, even though I don't have Facebook installed, that gave me credit for the Wukong double share. So if you send a hero, this one we still do have enough copies of Thorin. So he's going to be the next hero. Thor and Nara I'm lacking 2 copies of. So we're going to go ahead and use Isolde here as some food. I know I did want to save him, but at this point, he's just going to sit there, essentially. All the copies of him. I know he might be a hero that I build in the future, but we're going to go ahead and use him. We're going to go ahead and get Thorin up using our copy of Isolde that we have there. And again, in the future, it might be a hero that we build, but I want to unlock Thorin's signature item, so I'm hoping I can get it up pretty high. And I believe we do have the copy of Grez, so we'll go ahead and we'll add a star to him, which adds a little bit more stats to him. So definitely he is our main tank. Thorin is the off tank at this point. And look at the team. So we have Grezel, which Mythic Gear, as you can see, nothing that actually matches the Graveborn Mythic Gear, except for Ferael's armor. So we'll go ahead and we'll get him up to 181, so we unlock his ability. Signature item, we don't have any more of the red chest. I'm hoping from the Lost Sigil event we'll be able to get some more, but we will go ahead and unlock the King's Will. And there is his brand new signature item unlocked. So we'll go ahead and level it up. We should have just enough to get to level 10, which would be very nice. So that'll add a lot of hit points, a lot of attack to him. And that'll give him the 15%. So upping his max health, which is awesome. So bringing him the plus 10, increasing his survivability by just an absolute ton, but he is still only level 180. This one we're going to focus on with our gold emblems, getting up Isabel, just because of her damage. Since we have 2 solid tanks with Grezel and Thorin, her doing more damage and Ferael doing more damage are both going to be super, super important at this point to be able to take down the heroes, while Nara is focusing on not only taking down enemies, but she is the CC aspect of the team as well as Ferael. So we'll go ahead and we'll get him up as far as we can. So we got him to 200, don't have enough hero essence to go above 200. But now that puts our top 3 ascended heroes at 220, 200, and 200. And I think we'll go ahead and we'll do the reset, which, like I said, I am 0 for every one of them ever. And we ended with the Mauler. So we'll go ahead and not take the Mauler. We'll keep it with the Wilder item, which I could have took the Mauler, I guess. So next week, hopefully, we'll be able to get a hero up. But we'll go ahead and we'll get ready for the campaign, make sure all the gear is up, do a couple enhancements or enchantments if we do have. Abel, we are on 20-8. So we'll go ahead and start pushing through the campaign. So here we are, 20-8. This is where we got stuck last time, but now we do have Thorin, which is higher. We do have Ferael, which is higher. So we should have a pretty easy time, especially with Nara doing her CC. So we'll actually just grab Arden right out of the other side, which is good. Like in the bottom, got Thorin's dot. As you can see, the power of the dot now. Took her right down to absolutely no hit points at all. And Naru is still very, very hard to kill. The whole entire team still very tough. All right, so let's check the damage on the team, which I'm assuming very nice. I mean, 1.3 with Ferael. Wow. So going from Mythic to Ascended makes a big, big difference with his damage and getting his spirits up. And I do love his CC. I know at the 181, he did get a new ability, which helps out a ton with his damage. And those spirits are so tough. So cool to see. So that is 20-12. Again, 1.28. So Ferael does a little bit more damage than Isabella. So looking at 20-16. So at this point, we're just going through the boss battles. I'm not going to go through and clear every single stage just because the videos are taking a long time and a long time to edit. So we'll go ahead and knock out the boss stages and see how far this team can push. Just like the other teams, Brutus is very tough to kill because we have to pop his shield relatively early. That way we can get him down without him whirlwinding and destroying a lot of the team. So this comp, 1.2 million, 800K, and again, 320K from both tanks. So very, very evenly spread here. So we pushed to 20-20. So we'll try to take out Nemisu, and they did get a fear there on him, which hopefully can keep Nara alive. They both go down together. Nara is going to be the next one that we definitely have to get up. She's to the point where super effective if we could get her up a little bit higher, but just like most of the heroes, we've just been lacking copies of her at this point. All right, so 1.8, 1 million. So definitely both Ferael and Isabella are just doing a ton of damage. So 20-24, pushing through 4 more stages. And of course with Nara, went down pretty quick there, but we did pull Sylvana right off of Isabella, which is what we wanted. That way she can actually survive a little bit. And look at all the spirits up on everybody. Very cool to see. That's what makes Ferael so powerful, is the ability to reduce healing and to get the spirits, which 1 million with Ferael, 1.8 with Isabella. If Isabella is allowed to just sit there and cast, so if she's not interrupted, if she doesn't have CC, her damage just goes through the roof. As you can see there, if she can cycle through all of her ultimate ability, which she got stopped there when Warwick just ran over and grabbed her, but she does a ton of damage. And even Warwick, I mean, look at his ability to survive here with 3 targets on him. That's what I'm looking for the Mauler team, is when Warwick can survive like he just did there. Even Warwick broke 2 million damage, a ton of shielding, a ton of healing. That's the progression that I want to see with Warwick on the Mauler team. So here trying to take out Belinda on the top, which she's got the dot on her. So we did get her down. Move on to Estrilda. And another boss stage down. So check out the damage on that one. Again, 2 million from Isabella when she is left alone to cast. So as long as you can protect her, just absolutely devastating. So 20-33. This is kind of a weird comp because Sylvana's up front, but we want to try to take out Arden in the back. So hopefully we can get him down pretty quick. That way we don't get rooted. But just like the other battles, is trying to take down the tree and Namora are very tough when they're in a combination. And that brings me back to the Wilder team there. Trying to take that combination of heroes down is very tough because they do complement each other so well. that was actually a defeat the first time, so that this is the second time we tried it, we got through it. So that's our first defeat for this team. Because it is such a tough battle, we actually had to do that one more than once. And Veden, as long as he doesn't get multiple bat forms, and again, look at Warwick. And this is what I want to see when he's got his block up, when he's just the shield and the life leech ability, the physical immunity, very, very tough to kill. Even again with 3 targets on him, just doing a lot of damage, a lot of spirits on him. Still very, very tough to take down Warwick. So 20-35, again, the Mauler teams are just very tough, especially with Golas and a Warwick. 2 very solid heroes to take down. He's just throwing Grez around the battlefield, as you can see. And still trying to take them down. The life leech ability here is just devastating to the Graveborn team. Even though we're putting out a lot of damage, their defense is just strong enough to take us down. And again, right back down to just Warwick. Which Grezzo versus Warwick, I don't think Grez has enough to take him down, so we are going to run out of time on this one. I think this is just going to be a stalemate. Unfortunately, that will be another defeat, so that is our second one. But we'll go ahead and get through this stage, and we'll push on to 20-36. So the next time I actually did get it down the second time. So this one we'll go ahead. And it's tough between Arden or Namora because the Namora Almas combo is so strong, but I'm hoping that we can take down Almas because there's the roots. 1, 2, 3 heroes and roots. But now we just got to be able to take down Almas, which we do. Getting past 20-36, very nice. And again, almost 2 million from Isabella. So I think once we get Nara up, this team is just going to be an absolute monster. 20-37, dealing with some Wilders here as well. Trying to take out Namora, or at least keep her from CC, but they have double CC, and that's what makes this, well, really triple CC. So we're getting Tassie Banishes, we're getting the Charms from Namora, we're getting the Roots from Almas. It's a very tough team, and then combined with Golas, who is very hard to kill himself, just because of his increased defense as his hit points go down. But we do get him down on that one. Brings us to 20-38. So we pushed almost through all of Chapter 28 at this point. I believe we're at about 30 stages, 34 stages. And Golas just went right through Thorin on that. So hopefully we can get 1 or 2 targets down here. And Warwick in the back, I know Nar's not going to last very long. So I believe this might be our last defeat because Warwick is so tough to try to get down, even with Isabella doing all the damage that she does. We'll see if, nope. Not going to be enough. And he had 5 kills there. All right, so 20-40. So we'll go ahead. We're going to swap it up a little. And I believe that was our second defeat. I think the first one might not have been a defeat, so I think that was the second one there. Because the one where Grez ran out of time, I don't like counting it very much because technically we didn't lose, but Nara goes right through Brutus's shield, so absolutely devastating there. 1.73 million, 800 by Grezel. And Ferael went down kind of early with 600K. But continuing the push, so 20-42. So almost done with Chapter 20, just a little bit more to push into 21. And this is a very tough comp. Sometimes when I fight Angelo, he just absolutely destroys the team. Even all the minions on him can't do absolutely nothing. He just keeps killing the minions. But as long as we can get him down and then we can keep Veeden out of bat form, which at this point we're not going to have enough. Not going to have enough damage to A to Z Gaming right up on top. Very cool. Have to check out his video when I'm done. So, yeah, we're not going to have enough. So this will be it. Grez isn't going to have enough to kill him, unfortunately. So, very, very amazing push with the Graveborn team. 20-42, so almost finished. We'll go ahead and collect up all of our gems here. Sad that I had to use Isold for the food, but like I said, I'd sit on copies of him if I wasn't going to use him. So let me know in the comments what you think. Very excited for the Graveborn team and their campaign push. And as always, thank you for watching.